Good morning. So, in a very short video, I want to tell you why I believe, and I know the pre-construction price is going to go even higher than what it is right now. So before I get to that, I would like to thank you for all the sweet messages that you send in towards me, and you guys asked me to go with the script because I guess I speak about a lot of different things, and I try to keep it short. So for that reason, I'm definitely gonna do that. But for now, it's kind of time sensitive, so I want to pass the message to you guys, and you guys know what's going on in the city of Toronto and why I know the price is gonna go up. The first and the most important reason, it's the inclusionary zoning. So effective 2022. There's an inclusionary zoning. By that I mean developers have to reserve 5 to 10% of their new development, reserve it for low income rental. That's going to get increased to 20% by 2030. And you might just say, okay, that's perfect because we have a shortage of affordable housing. People under 60,000 a year income, they actually there's a huge wait list to get into the affordable housing. But I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen with this inclusionary zoning and 2-3 different reasons that it's going to increase the construction price. So basically, when the developer buys a piece of land, they submit their zoning and approvals for the floor plans, architectural design, everything to the city, and they get the approval and they start selling it, pre-sale. Most of the developers, they don't buy with cash. They're not gonna tie up the cash to the project. So they, like we buy a home or real estate, we need the construction financing. They get construction financing from the bank. In order for them to get that financing released, they need to sell 75%, 80% of the project in order to release that financing, right? So in their pro forma that they actually submit into the city, they have to show the profit at 15 to 20% on a piece of paper. But I'm gonna tell you this, at the end, after the project is done, after all unexpected cost, delays, everything that we see in the city, the margin actually drops to less than 17%. So in past years, we saw the real estate prices gone up, but actually the developers' profit margin actually decreased. So guess what? Now the developer used to have, for example, let's say they got approval for 400 units, right? So they can sell all that 400 units, and based on that, they're gonna submit their pro forma to the city and show them on a paper that, hey, we're gonna make 15 to 20% profit margin, right? So that's, and then 75% sold, and then they get the financing released. So now with this inclusionary zoning, if they have 400 units, they can only sell it, let's say 350, 360, 350s, right? So that 5%, and let me tell you this, the city of Toronto is actually super proud of this, and they say, hey, you know what, this actually is not coming out of property tax that we're getting from citizens. Actually, the developer is going to pay for this. But guess what? Developer is not going to pay for that. As I said, the margin is already too low. So guess who's going to pay it? Me and you, the buyers. The buyers of that development is going to pay for that, right? So now, in order for them to show that, hey, we have this 5%, 20%, 15% profit margin, so it's economically feasible, so release my finance, what they're gonna have to do? So they cannot sell all 400 units, they short 5%, 8%, they have to increase that price for me and you as a buyer, and they have no other choice in order for them to get that finance being released, and they can go, shovel the ground and start the construction. So what we saw, and I talked about this in the previous video, and it's just, we have a shortage of supply. And then, so is this gonna really help to have to increase the supply? But in my opinion, builder they don't have so many options. They are either gonna buy that property, buy that piece of land, which that's another reason that I'm gonna talk about. It's the land prices gone up crazy. So that's another reason the pre-construction, I'm talking about a lot of things. The pre-construction price is gonna go up, right? So land price is up as well. So they got the land, right? So now they have to show them, okay, 15 to 20% profit margin in order to get that. So they increase the price, me and you have to pay for that. And the construction cost, the labor cost, gone up to 20-25%. So we have inclusionary zoning, we have lack of labor, and the construction cost, the material gone up 22%. The land itself gone up crazy, the price of land. For developer to get the permit, zoning, and everything, it's not as easy as it was before. Even for one single home, if you want to do a new development, like buy a detached home, you're gonna wait 6-8 months. So, and for any reason, if the developer, it's the new development, it's not economically feasible for them, they can cancel the project. And that's what we saw. A lot of units got canceled in previous years. Why? It's not just because they've been greedy. No, we saw some greedy developers, but if it's not feasible for them, they can cancel the project, and it's actually into your contract. So when you have that 10 days cool-off period, look into that clause and see they can actually cancel the project. You're gonna get your money back. But guess what? You invested your money, let's say 20%, that's a typical deposit structure over the course of 2 years. And then after 2 years, you have a warranty on that, and actually that money sits in a lawyer's trust account. So you're gonna get your money back. But guess what? Your money was there for 2 years, but this inflation, guess like your money is not worth what it was 2 years ago, obviously. And you could have invested that in the different projects and make money. So conclusion, and come back to what I was trying to tell you, it's the price is gonna go up, no doubt about it. And it's gonna happen 2022, which is, we're 2 months away. So not even. So if you are in the process of buying a pre-construction, if you are debating, now it's the time. Do not wait, I'm telling you this. At the price of downtown Toronto, that per square foot, it's gonna go 2025, 2026, it's gonna get close to 30, maybe 3,000, maybe 3,500 a foot. Right now, the average is 1,650, 1,800. The last thing I want to tell you guys is we all say location, location, location. But trust me, in my opinion, right now, more importantly, it's the builder itself. Do your due diligence on the builder. See if they have the zoning and the site approval, and see how reputable they are. Have they had any cancellation before or not? It's not just, we see new development pops up in every corner, but honestly, if it's not a unique project, if it's not a great developer, which we have a handful of them in this town, do not buy it. And I tell you this again, it's my opinion. I see a lot of projects gonna get canceled in the next few years. Why? Because not too many developers are doing the cost management. They have to have that, like it's selling a condo right now, it's easy. You can get sold out just like that. But then you're gonna get back and say, oh my God, inclusionary zoning, labor costs, material costs, land, levies. Do you know how much the developer pays to the city of Toronto per unit? It's almost 160,000 per unit. Goes to the government for the municipality and provincial. So the profit margin is not much for the developers. And it's just not gonna help the issue of a supply and a demand in this city. And we talked about this. They're gonna increase the immigration. Like we're gonna have a lot more immigrants coming to the city. All these guys need housing. So this inclusionary zoning, which I'm 100% Sure, it's gonna just increase the price for the pre-construction. That's coming 2022. So builder has two choices, in my opinion. I was gonna talk about this and I talked about something else. So they either gonna buy the piece of land, submit the zoning and get the approval and everything and sit on it until the market that's appreciates, because right now they're selling like 20% above the resale market, right? So imagine all these inclusionary and extra costs and everything. If it's not doable for them, they're either gonna sit on it or what? They're gonna increase the price and sell it. So thanks for listening to this. If you are planning to invest in real estate, doesn't matter if it's a resale or a pre-construction, detached, freehold, or condo, we are here to help. We are here to help, and you can always contact me at 416-843-7030. We can have a chat. We can sit down and I can show you exactly where to invest your money to make good money. Now it's the time, trust me. And if you find this video useful, if you know anyone that wants to invest in a real estate, I appreciate if you can share it with them. Like, comment, and let me know what you think about this inclusionary zoning, and if you're on the same page or not. All right, thank you so much.